This is John Kohler with OKRod.com. Today I have another exciting episode for you, and this is just going to be answering a viewer's question. I'm going to start maybe doing answering your guys' questions on this channel. If you'd like me to do that, please thumbs this video up to let me know, and I'll have some Q&A sessions in the future for you guys. In any case, today's question comes from Jaheen Everybody. Hey John, bless. Been watching your vids for the past few years now. We seem to have the same viewpoint on a lot of things, and I like to watch your videos to help me stay motivated and learn new tips and tricks, gardening and diet. I've never had a question for you before, but the first time for everything. Hope you might have a chance to answer directly in a question and answer video. My question is, what do you eat if you're not feeling well? I'm a long-time vegan, 10 plus years, and the past few years have been eating high raw, 85 to 95%. I rarely get sick, maybe once a year if at all. This year I got sick twice, a sign I need to rest and sleep a little more. I tend to overdo it. Just getting over a cold this past week. Anyways, what do you eat when not feeling well? I've been juicing like crazy and my normal green smoothies from my garden during the day, but at night been craving cooked food so badly. Made a couple batches of veggie soup and Indian mixed green sag. I'm not 100% raw, so I'm not beating myself up for having so much cooked food this week, but just curious what a raw foodist eats when sick, because raw food has been so unappealing to me this week. No hard feelings if you can't answer. I know you stay busy like me. Keep up the good works, my brother. Bless, love. Alright, so how I'd answer this is, I'm on a 99.999% raw foods diet. I don't go out of my way to eat cooked foods. About the only cooked foods that I might eat these days are some herbs and spices that aren't really raw because they've been heated too hot, or some dried fruits and dried nuts. That being said, everybody's a little bit different, and this is my viewpoint and my opinions on this topic. If you are sick, or you do need to go see a medical practitioner to get proper medical evaluation and diagnosis and treatment. This is just simply sharing with you guys my ideas when I get sick, what I do, to let you guys know that, since that's kind of where this question is stemming from. So on my raw foods diet, I rarely ever get sick. Now there are raw foods people out there that say I never get sick, and I'm not a big fan of like always or never, right? I mean, it's rare that something's like always or never, and in the most cases it's somewhere in between. The answer's somewhere in between. So I just want to keep people honest and want to know honestly what's going on. So I'll say I rarely ever get sick. It might be once or twice a year, but it also mainly depends on how much I travel. Actually, when I travel, I find that that's like about the only time I get sick. If I stay in my happy household and, just doing my regular stuff, I rarely get sick because I'm not getting all the bugs and germs. But if I'm on that airplane and they got the recirculated air, there's people coughing 2 rows behind me, I'm in, an area where there's high level of stuff, and while my immune system is quite strong and most of the time I'm fine, there's that rare occasion that I get sick. So when I get sick, what do? Well, one of my mottos is I like to look to nature for answers. So when a dog gets sick or gets hurt, what does the dog do? Does it go out and like eat its favorite cooked vegan foods? Does it even go out and want to hunt and eat foods? No, it literally will, sit there, curl up in a ball and rest and fast, literally. So when I get sick, one of the things I strive to do is, take away all the things going into my body so that my body could work on house cleaning and getting better. So if I do get sick, I tend to eat very light. Whether this means I'm water fasting, and I recommend only water fasting if you're in a supervised environment. It may not be safe to water fast. I do recommend a place called the True North Health Center. They're at healthpromoting.com. My dad has actually water fasted there for 30 days. At True North Health Center, you're in the hands of 8 doctors that are constantly, checking up on you and you're reviewing what's going on. And that'd be the best way to heal up, is literally by fasting. And that's what I would do. Besides just water fasting, what I might do is just juice fast, or I might do a coconut water fast, which is, which in my opinion, I don't need any medical supervision to do. I've, when I broke my arm, actually, I was eating real light because I don't want to put the stress of having to digest food, which is one of the actions that your body uses the most energy outlay to get some energy back. So I want to stop doing that so my body could really focus on cleaning, because if you're always busy in your house and you never take the time to dust, I mean, just in a month's time, dust will cake on and stuff. But if you clean your house every day and do some house cleaning, then it won't be an issue. So I like to give my body a chance to basically do the house cleaning, so I'm not taking in all that food, so it could actually work on healing me and fixing me up. Because, you know, in my opinion, it's not drugs and things that heal us. Our body simply heals us when we remove the obstructions. So in this day and age, many people are burning the candle at both ends, and maybe even if they eat right, maybe they're not getting enough sleep, not getting enough exercise, not being in nature enough, meditating enough, whatever. I mean, health is a lot more than just eating properly, and I really want to reiterate that to you guys. So, I mean, besides just eating properly, which is what I focus on, it's also very good to get out to nature, get some sun in your face, on your body, you know, be with your plants, go for a hike, you know, get exercise. Also, it's important to get adequate sleep. You know, I go to bed when I'm tired, I wake up whenever my body wakes up, and I know I've had enough sleep. I do not wake up with alarm clocks unless I'm have a flight early morning the next day. And I encourage you guys to get as much sleep. If you're waking up in the morning, you're like thinking to yourself, man, I just wish I could sleep a little bit more, then guess what? You guys didn't get enough sleep. So then I'd recommend going to bed a little bit earlier so that you can get the amount of sleep you require. Because if you get more sleep, your body's just going to be more in a peak state to, you know, be stronger and maybe not get as sick and whatnot. And besides just the sleep, you also need to be a nice place in your mental capacities, you know, not being stressed out all the time, not constantly being in that fight or flight mode, you know, just being at peace with everything. Whether that means you want to meditate, you know, have some quiet time. I mean, whatever it is for you, you need to have some nice quiet time where it's peaceful, that you could just relax from your busy, stressful day on the subway or whatever you're doing in life. So, I mean, I want to take life as a holistic picture, not just, oh, it's only the food, right? So, also, when you're sick, it's very important to also continue to do these practices. So, when sick, I tend to want to sleep more and not eat. Maybe, you know, you had mentioned that raw foods was not appealing to you. Maybe that's because foods were just not appealing to you, and maybe your body really wanted to just get a break from food so it could actually just rest and fast. I know many people think that, oh, I need nutrition to get over what I'm on, you know, with my sickness. But in my opinion, you know, in some cases, yes, the nutrition can be important, but otherwise we just need to rest and relax. Sometimes if I had like a light cold or light flu, then I'll tend to focus on like high vitamin C content food. So I like to do like orange juice or pineapple juice, or a mix pineapple orange juice when I'm not feeling so well with a cold or flu. I mean, other than that, I just try to eat really light. You know, I might do, if I'm sick and depending on how I feel, I might do a lot of juices, water fasting, a mixture, or just do a lot of mono meals with just straight fruit. I could just eat a meal of oranges or a meal of pineapples. At night, instead of having a heavy fatty dressing with like macadamia nuts and orange juice, I might just, you know, squeeze some oranges on top of my lettuce if I did want to eat. That being said, I'd rather juice that stuff instead, so then it's easier for my body to get the nutrition out of, instead of having to have my body work on digestion, all the leaves and whatnot, by simply drinking the juice. So hopefully you guys enjoy this episode and learning what I do when I get sick as a raw foodist. Once again, my name is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time, and remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables. They're always the best.